Hi there. Hello. And here we have another fat loss tip for females over 40. Now, alcohol, the blight of the female over 40 for sure. So by the time we get to 40, we have, but for the most part, had a rollicking good time through our 20s and teens, maybe our 30s. That's when our child rearing tends to happen. So maybe not as much, but as we age, the impacts of alcohol on us are even higher, okay, for a couple of reasons. So, um, as we age hormonally, we tend to store more body fat around our middle than what we do where we might have stored it on our hips and our ass and our arms. We start seeing a little bit more gathering of fat around the tummy area. Having alcohol can actually make that worse because just the way the hormonal reaction is. So that's one thing. The second thing is obviously as you age, hangovers get worse, like worse. And I'm sure you all know this. But what actually happens now is that alcohol is a natural depressant. So whereas maybe in your 20s, a hangover might have lasted if that in your 20s, maybe a day, a wee bit longer. Now you actually find the impacts of that alcohol over a much longer period of time, which means that from a motivation point of view, from a drive point of view, from an ability to get up and choose healthier foods point of view, it makes it a lot harder. So keep an eye on the amount of alcohol that you're drinking. Now, recommended units is 10 to 14, I believe. Now, that is there for a reason. It is because of health impacts. So just keep an eye of that. From a fat gain point of view, a bottle of wine often contains about half of a female, around 5'5", around half of daily calorie allowance of general population, half of a day's calories in one single bottle of wine. So it is worthwhile looking at lower calorie alternatives. So replacing lager and wine and darker spirits, so like rums and whiskey, with a clearer spirit like vodka or gin, and using a sugar-free mixer can really help from a calorie point of view to allow you. So if you are having a social event and you do want to have a drink, then you don't feel restricted as much. All right, so there we go. That's my alcohol top tips. Hope you enjoyed it.